Night falls slowly, city lights grow dim. I return to this old place where we once dreamed. At the same table I sit, looking at the empty chairs. There was laughter here before, there were endless stories. But tonight feels different, no voices remain, only the whispering wind in a silent room. Where did all those voices go? The laughter that filled the night, now only shadows remain where we once stood side by side. I call out your names to a room with no reply, but deep in my heart you are still alive. We once walked together, facing the world with no fear, our steps in the same rhythm, chasing the same dream. We never imagined the day would change, and the road that once was full would feel so long. The sky feels heavier, as if it mourns too, for the voices that once were now only memories. Where did all those voices go? The laughter that filled the night, now only echoes remain among the silent chairs. I call out your names, though no answer comes. Yet in every step I take, you still walk with me. Time gave one moment to return again, I would ask for one more night with all of you. Maybe those voices are gone, but the memories remain. As long as I keep walking, our story will live. And though the world keeps turning, deep inside my heart, you will always stay. I still remember you. I still leave the light on by the front door every night. I still hear your footsteps in the silence sometimes. Your picture's on the wall, right where it used to be. And And I still talk to that frame like you can answer me. I gave you all I had in the only way I knew. I worked with these two hands just to build a life for you. I know I wasn't easy, I know I made mistakes, but every road I walked was for your future's sake. Now the house is quiet and the years move slow, and I keep on waiting, like you still might come home. I'm still your father, you're still my son. No matter how far, no matter what you've done, if you came back broken, I would let you in. I would call you family all over again. You can leave this old house, you can outgrow this town, but you'll always be my blood till they lay me down. I'm still your father, you're still my son. I heard you found a new life, I pray that life is kind. I hope somebody loves you the way I do in mine. I hope your days are warmer than the ones I had back then. I hope the world is softer on the boy you used to be then. Birthdays come in silence, Christmas comes and goes. I still save a chair here more than you might know. And every year I tell myself, maybe this is the one. Maybe I'll hear your voice again. Maybe you'll say, Dad, I've come. I don't need the reasons, I don't need the blame. I just want one moment to hear you say my name. I'm still your father, you're still my son. No matter how far, no matter what you've done, if you came back hurting, I would let you in. I would hold your heavy heart like I did back then. You can leave this old house, you can outgrow this town, but you'll always be my blood till they lay me down. I'm still your father, you're still my son. I'm getting older now, the nights are colder now, this house gets darker now without you around. I don't want your sorrow, I don't want your shame, I just want the chance to hear Dad one more time again. I'm still your father, you're still my son. That'll never change till my days are done. If you show up at midnight, if you show up in rain, I will open up this door and wash away the pain. I won't ask you questions, I won't ask where you've been. I will only thank the Lord you came back again. You can leave this old house, you can outgrow this town, but you'll always be my blood till they lay me down. I'm still your father, you're still my son. So if the world gets heavy and you don't know where to run, there's still a light here waiting for you, my son. You saw my name and turned your eyes away. You let the phone shake the table and went quiet. Some I found your sleep was less divided. You had the house, just wouldn't spend a few. On one small hay you knew I needed from you. I stood in every silence you ignored, like a coat you left behind by the door. Don't call it fate, don't call it I forgot. You made a choice and that's what I've got. You tell your mind I'd be alright. That's what you say when you won't make it right. You soften guilt with life got tough, but love shows up and you didn't show up. I was your first song, your first safe place. Now I speak to echoes and an empty space. I watch the calendar redraw your skin. You watched your future push my name out again. Every next week, promise dressed as truth. Every excuse with a smooth soft suit. You lured me gently into someday. While I was breathing, while I stayed, I didn't hunt you, didn't hold you down. I just kept the light on in this town. You moved on like the past was a room you could close and lock and never assume. Someone inside still counting your steps, still folding your absence into regrets. You took my spot in your story's frame, left me holding the weight of your name. You don't reach back, you don't repair, you don't even ask if I'm still there. I waited through seasons, through birthdays, through rain, learning how quiet can ache like pain. I was your first song, your first safe place. Now I speak to echoes in an empty space. I watch the calendar redraw your skin. You watched your future push my name out again. Every next week, promise dressed as truth. Every excuse with a smooth soft suit. You lowered me gently into someday. While I was breathing, while I stayed, I didn't hunt you, didn't hold you down. I just kept the light on in this town. Jesus stayed when the crowd disappeared, feet pinned down and he still persevered. So don't tell me leaving's all I knew. He had every reason, he stayed it through. He didn't vanish when it got hard. He didn't trade love for a brand new start. He bled, he breathed, he held his ground. So tell me, why couldn't you stick around? I just ran out of waiting tonight. I'm still breathing, still right here, still making room through every year. Doors not locked, it never was. I'm your dad, that's what I am, because Jesus stayed. So I stay too, every day. I'll leave it open for you. crowd late tonight. Your shadow fading from the light. An empty chair beside my own reminds me I'm still here alone. Your laughter drifts inside my mind, like echoes time could never hide. Though your hands turned cold that day, your love never faded away. Through every dark and silent night, your memory is my light. Even if the stars go far, I still feel where you are. Every beat inside my heart keeps your love a living spark. The wind moves softly through the trees, like whispered words you send to me. I speak your name into the sky, and wonder if you hear my cry. Somewhere past the fading blue, I still feel close to you. Oh, though your hands turned cold that day, your love never faded away. Through every dark and silent night, your memory is my till it be stone. Morning comes, your love lives on inside my lungs, and every breath I take today still carries you my way. car when life slows down. You say your dreams still pull you far. You tell me I still cross your mind. So I keep those words like dying stars. I sit where I have always sat, and every sound still turns my head. I do not ask for much from you, just one small proof I'm not unread. I still look up at every door like you might come, the way you did before, just long enough to say I matter more. When I am gone one day, you'll hate the time you waste. You'll talk about the love you had, when all I am is a name. You'll say you cared, I know that's true, but love moves close, love follows through. I was here, breaking in plain view. You just believe time would wait for you. I see your life grow tall and fast, and part of me is proud of that. I never wanted to pull you back, so I stayed quiet and called it that. But silence turns to heavy years, and missing you became my trade. You never meant to wound me deep, but even distance has a blade. I learned to breathe inside the ache. I learned how much a father's heart can take. Still every night, I hope this time you'll stay. When I am gone one day, you'll stand out in the rain. You'll miss the arms that stayed out wide while you were gone again. You'll wish you called, you'll wish you came, you'll wish you said my name. I was here, breaking in plain view. You just believed time would wait for you. Jesus waits with open hands. He sees the hurt, he understands. I try to love that way too, but I still fall apart when I lose you. Not because death was hard on me, but you let love arrive too late. You want one ride, one final day, one last chance before I fade. I was here, breaking in plain view. You just believed time would wait for you. You had years, I had pain. You had chances, I had rain. I still hear your name, and my heart still moves. Then the quiet comes, and it isn't you. I'm still here, and I still break. You just thought there'd always be time. Walking with my shadow, empty streets beneath the glow. Every step I take in silence feels like somewhere you should know. Your voice lingers figures in the distance, like a whisper in the cold. Every memory is still burning, every story left untold. I'm walking miles without a way home, through the dark and through the blue. Every road I keep on taking always leads my heart to you. If the stars forget their light and the sky turns into stone, I'll keep walking through the silence, miles without a way home. Rain keeps falling on the pavement, like the tears I'll never show. Every drop becomes a memory of a love I can't let go. People passing like the seasons, but your ghost is always near. In the quiet of the night, you're the only voice I hear. I'm walking miles without a way home, through the dark and through the blue. Every road I keep on taking always leads my heart to you. If the stars forget their light and the sky turns into stone, I'll keep walking through the silence, miles without a way home. Maybe someday down the highway, where the broken dreamers roam, two lost hearts might find each other on a road that leads back home. I'm walking miles without a way home, still believing you'll appear through the endless nights of longing, through the echoes of the years. If the dawn begins to rise and your light finally is shown, I'll stop walking in the darkness, miles without a way home.
Cold wind on an empty road, footsteps fading in the snow. Every shadow whispers low, but I keep moving on. Broken
lights along the way. Memories begin to fade. Every dream I tried to save feels so far from home. In the dark, I hear a voice telling me I still have a choice. After the silence, after the rain, I find the sunlight once again. Even if the sky turns gray, hope will never fade away. Through the shadows, through the pain, I will stand and rise again. Every night will slowly end. Morning waits ahead. Empty streets and quiet skies, truth hidden in disguise. Every fall makes me realize I'm stronger than before. Every scar becomes a sign that the light is still mine. After the silence, after the rain, I'll find the sunlight once again. Even if the sky turns gray, hope will never fade away. Through the shadows, through the pain, I will stand and rise again. Every night will slowly end. Morning waits ahead. If the storm won't let me breathe, if the night won't let me see, I will carry every spark, lighting fires in the dark. After the silence, after the rain, I'll find the sunlight once again. Every step will lead me home. I will never walk alone. Morning slowly fills the sky, darkness faded far behind, and the road I feared before leads me to the light. A quiet house, an open door, one small light like before. Your room still holds the silence, stories left halfway, dust dancing in the window like time that slipped away. Your laughter in the hallway, your footsteps on the floor.
The years keep moving forward, but I still hear you more. The world can take you far from here, further than the sky, but roots remember where they start, no matter how they try. The light never goes out, I leave it burning every night. The light never goes out, shining through the darkest skies. If the road gets heavy, if your heart feels torn, no matter where you wander, you still have a home. I watched you chase the horizon with fire in your eyes. Maybe I tried too hard to guide your life sometimes. If my voice sounded steady while my heart would shake, it's only 'cause a father's love is stronger than it breaks. You don't know explanations for every mile you roam. Just remember in the distance, you're never far from home. The light never goes out, I leave it burning every night. The light never goes out, shining through the darkest skies. You don't have to fight every storm alone. Every road you travel still leads you back home. And if one night the world goes silent and hope feels far away, close your eyes and hear my voice calling through the rain. No mistake could ever break the love I hold for you. A father's quiet promise will always pull you through. Yeah. The light never goes out through the darkness and the pain. The light never goes out through the sunshine and the rain. Take all the time you need, take every road you roam, but this heart will always keep a place for you at home. The door stays open, the night stays bright. One small flame still burning tonight. Cold floor, cracked hands, smoking my lungs again. I called your name for years, you never answered once. I carried hope until it bled, I dragged my faith through borrowed hell. I kept the light inside my chest while everything around me fell. I gave my sleep, I gave my youth, I gave my back to keep love warm. But every road I took with you just led me deeper in the storm. I watched good people break in half, I watched cruel men sleep just fine. I learned how silence from the sky can sound like punishment in time. And every prayer I threw above came down like nails, not like release. So don't tell me this pain is grace when all it ever did was eat. I gave you trust, I gave you years, you gave me dark, you gave me fear. Heaven stayed silent while I came undone. I begged for mercy and mercy said none. I fell to my knees till my knees felt numb. If this is your love, what have I become? Heaven stayed silent and left me to drown. I screamed for an answer, none ever came down. So if both bare hands. No hymn, no witness, no goodbye. I wore a smile like decent men do, while something rotten grew inside. The ones I held above the flood built their lives and walked away, and I'm still here with empty arms, talking to a god of delay. I've heard the lines, I know them all. Pain has purpose, wait and see, but that gets cheap when night after night the knife goes in and stays in me. I am so tired of being strong, tired of dressing wounds with prayer, tired of calling holy names and finding nothing anywhere. I broke my back to guard the flame, now all that's left is ash and blame. Came undone. I begged for mercy and mercy sent none. I fell to my knees fell numb. If this is your love, what have I become? Heaven stayed silent and left me to drown. I screamed for an answer, none ever came down. So if you were with me, why didn't you move? I was losing everything. Don't call this holy fire. I've walked through enough ruin. I'm sick of getting higher on words that never hold, on hope that never stays. I need a hand, not thunder. I need light, not fake grace. If you hear me now, then don't be late. I'm one breath from becoming hate. Heaven stayed silent while I came undone. I begged for mercy and mercy sent none. I gave you my faith, I gave you my blood. If this is redemption, why does it taste like mud? Heaven stayed silent, still I look above with the ruined heart and the ghost of love. But if you speak now, don't whisper through rain. I have lived too long inside this pain. Cold floor, cracked hands, smoking my lungs again. I called your name for years. Heaven stayed silent. That filled my nights. Now silence sleeps beside me. You say your life is running wild, but never runs behind me. I gave my years, I gave my strength to build a road you're on. Still your father standing here. So why do I feel gone? Yeah, I had my failures. Yeah, I said things wrong, but I was never the one who stayed away this long. When I'm gone and the house turns still, you feel the way you couldn't kill. Every call miss, every next week lie, every time you pass me by. You say you love me, maybe that's true, but love shows up and you never do. I was right here, holding on. You just moved along. I got weaker, you never knew. I got sick, you never asked. I learned to hide the shaking hands and let the hard days pass. You never stayed, you never looked, you never read my face. I kept the porch light burning low. was here, I was alive, misery and mercy one day at a time. And when the endless truth come through, you won't say I lost you. You'll know you left me too. These bones gave out in stages. I swallowed fear, I worked through storms and wore my life in wages. Now every room feels twice as cold. In the house my sweat put up, I leave the door unlocked at night. You still don't show up. But I kept turning back to you. I never let you go. When I'm gone and the dirt falls down and goodbye shakes this little town, you'll wish you called, you'll wish you ran, you'll face the ghost of who I am. You'll say you love me, maybe you do, but love comes close and you never do. I was still here, I still tried, you just thought I had more time. You watched the years erase my life while you kept living past me. I stayed the same side of the door, hoping you'd come back.